I'm Philip Lakin here reporting for HNN with Wayne Valley Jr., Brian Bowman, who takes Cisco here in Wayne Hills. Now explain to me this course and how you get to Wayne Hills every day.
Well, Phil, basically it started off where I went to my guidance counselor and asked him what courses I could take to explore my computer career, and he said that the Cisco course, which is a networking course, would be a good option for me. And basically it all started out where you hop on a bus right after 6th period, come over to Wayne Hills for lunch, eat lunch, and then 8th period is the Cisco course.
Okay. And do you plan a career in this? Because you do get a license at the end, right?
Yes. After your 2 years of completing the 4 semesters, you take the CCNA, which is the Cisco certification, and you get your engineer's certificate. And as long as you pass that, you get a certificate, and you can become an engineer in any type of field of networking.
Okay. And does anyone from Hills go to Valley for certain courses that Hills doesn't offer?
Yes, we have the course of auto shop. I know several of the people who go to Valley for that class. Most of them actually drive instead of taking the bus.
And are you guys allowed to take cars?
Unfortunately, no, but we do it anyway.
And how old do you have to be, or in what grade do you have to be to take the Cisco course?
They only offer it for your junior and senior year. It's a 2-year course, so if you take a junior year, you have to take a senior year.
Gotcha. And what other courses did you do you take at Hills? And explain the schedule, please.
Personally, I only take the Cisco course and a study, since I wasn't able to get into any other classes. One of my friends, he takes Cisco and history. Another one of my friends takes Cisco and French. It's all varied. Okay.
And you come here during lunch, during 6th period?
Yeah, during my 6th period lunch, and me and my friend, we go out to eat since, like I said, we drive here, even though we're not allowed to. But, yeah, we come here during lunch, grab lunch, and then just go back to the Cisco course.
Gotcha. And which school do you like better for cleanliness reasons?
Honestly, I think Wayne Hills is a better school.
Thank you. And do you suggest this course to other Valley students?
If you have a good computer background, you want to further your career in computers, yeah, it's a very good course.
All right, thanks a lot.
You're welcome, Phil.
And this is Phil Lakin signing off for HNN.
Tina Graziano here with HNN. Today we're going to be interviewing Philip Lakin on the Wayne Hills play this year. Phil, what is the play that's being performed this year in the Drama Theater Workshop, and who is it by?
Okay, it's Midsummer's Night's Dream, and it's a comedy by Shakespeare.
Okay, who's the director?
Mr. Castagna. He's the theater arts teacher and the Real Deal film teacher.
Okay, what is exactly the Real Deal? That's the new...
That is the new film course. What it basically is, you review films and all the aspects of them.
Okay. Why did Mr. Castagna choose the Midsummer's Night's Dream?
Well, basically because he's done very sad plays, such as like Shadowbox and Glass Menagerie over the last 2 years, and want to do something happier. And also, I think a factor is there's no like royalties on it, which means since it's past like a certain number of years old, that you don't have to pay any money to do it, and it's basically free to do. You can still buy the scripts.
Did you have to pay to do other plays that you guys have performed?
The school pretty much had to pay for it, but what wasn't covered, we had to pretty much make up by giving a certain amount of money, and that was also on top of props and certain costumes and all that.
Okay. Who are the lead roles this year?
They're Rob Joseph, Matt Keurig, and this Alyssa girl. She's a sophomore, I think.
And what are the lead characters?
Oh, wow. This is the first time I've ever done this play. I think Peter Quince, he's also a lead character. That's Michael Lurie, who has a donkey's head on throughout half the play.
Okay.
Yeah.
When are the rehearsals, and what do you do in them?
Rehearsals are every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays after school. The first couple rehearsals you just do cold read-throughs, so everyone has a basic gist of it, and you get your scripts and everything. Then the rest, then in the middle, like most of our rehearsals, like where we are now, is mostly about blocking, like getting all the actions, emotions in, and then soon after that, we'll be off book and we'll be doing that, and then we'll do costumes, and we'll have dress rehearsals, and then it'll be the play.
Okay, what role do you have in the play?
I'm Snout. I'm a wall.
You're a wall?
Well, okay. The play is about actors performing a play, and they're pretty much the worst actors in the world. Like, they're really stupid. And one of the characters, I play Snout, and Snout plays the wall in the play that they're performing. And yeah, that's
How
my
do you
part.
play a wall?
You go like that, and then I have a chink in the wall where people look through, and two guys in the play eventually look through the chinks, and they come together and they sort of kiss, but it's pretty funny.
Do you have any lines?
I actually have two little monologues, which is a lot of lines for inanimate object.
So the wall talks.
So yes, the wall talks.
Okay. What is the play about?
Basically, I said before, it's about a bunch of people who aren't the smartest of people and who are the worst actors in the world. And there's also fairies going on throughout, which makes Bottom's head become a donkey. And it's all about how they perform the play, and in the end, they actually perform it.
How do you think that this play is going to be like in comparison to other years' plays?
Well, the first year we did Glass Menagerie, and I was only 4 people, and it turned out pretty good. I mean, all the plays are relatively good. We like, no matter how good it is, like, we usually only get a limited audience though, because the huge audience really goes to musicals, which is in the spring. But no, they usually turn out pretty good.
Do you participate in those?
If I'm not really a singer, but I will be in the chorus if they need extra people to help them out.
Now, is your part considered a major role, or?
No, because the main reason is because I have hockey also during this season. I didn't try out for the play, and then he had no males to fill that spot. And originally someone else was going to do it, but they had another priority, so he came to me and asked me, would you like to do this part? It's a big favor, and I said yes.
Okay, and when is the play going to be performed?
It's going to be sometime in December, I think early December. It's going to be performed. I'm not sure the date.
Okay. Well, this has been Phil on the Midsummer Night's Dream, and thanks for tuning in.
Hi, this is Cody for Hills News Now, and today we're going to be interviewing Carmelo Guarneri. So Carmelo, what sport do you play and what position do you play?
I'm on a JV boys soccer team, and I play center midfield. I stay in the center of the field, and I play offense and defense.
When did you start playing, and why did you decide to start playing?
I started playing like around 3rd, 4th grade, and I decided to play because I always wanted to try it out. I eventually ended up liking it. It's a good sport.
What do you like about soccer?
I like that it's fast-paced. I like to shoot, score goals, stuff like that. It's pretty good.
How are you doing this year?
Me? Most of the time I sit the bench, but I have 1 goal this year against Indian Hills.
Who are the captains this year, and what do they bring to the team?
There's Kamal Kazwash. He brings a good leadership role to the team. Dennis Georgiados is a strong defenseman, and he stops a lot of people on the other team. And Chris Bracco at midfield is a good addition to the midfield. It sets up a lot of plays on offense. And there's Brandon Battersby, who's very, very physical, and he's a good player.
And we're pleased to be joined by Brandon Battersby, one of the captains for the Wayne Hills JV soccer team. Brandon, how's the team doing this year?
This year we're doing pretty good. We have about a 500 record. We're pretty even. We have 5 wins, 5 losses, and 1 tie. We have a few more games that we're going to play, about 3. Same teams we've played, and we've beaten 2 of the teams we're about to play. But tonight we're having a tough game against Ramapo, and hopefully something good turns out of that.
What makes Ramapo such a tough team?
They generally have a good team. Their JV wasn't as good as, I don't think they were as good as they were last year when we played all the freshmen, but they move the ball very quick, and we just got to play tight, and we'll do pretty good.
Can you tell us about your recent injury?
At practice, I got cleated in the side of the head. I had stitches for about a week, and you can't play with the stitches, so I got them taken out earlier this week, so this is going to be my first game after a while.
Who's really helped the team this year? Who's performed well?
We have Joe Felice on forward, who's very fast and aggressive. He tries to score a lot. He's one of the top scorers on the team. We have 2 strong defenders, John Mangiafina and Paul Vance. They're both very strong, and soon we're going to be changing. Paul Vance is going to be moving up to my spot, which is stopper, and I'm going to be going up into the midfield to put more pressure on the opposing team's defense.
What have the coaches done to prepare you for the rest of your season?
I practice mainly with varsity, but Zito has been leading the JV team pretty well. He runs practices for the JV team, and during the game, he really tries his best to get the team organized and put us in the best spots.
Okay, well, we're out of time. Thank you, Brandon and Carmelo, and this is Hills News Now.
Hi, I'm Angelica Vitale here on HNN. I'm here with Bianca Vitale, Junior Class Vice President, to ask her a few questions on what the junior class has been up to. How long have you been in office for the class of 2005?
Well, for the past 3 years, I've been Vice President of my class.
Now, I know that they've been very successful in achieving certain things that no other class has done before, freshman year and sophomore year. What accomplishments have you helped lead your class to?
Well, freshman year, we were the first class to get T-shirts in Spirit Week for a very long time. A lot of the freshman classes haven't done this. And also, we were the first class to get in third place in a long time also, very successful in Spirit Week. We lost by second place by just a turkey. And we're also the first class, again, to leave school grounds for a field trip.
Now, what is planned? I know that you're planning your junior prom, which is in March, I hear. And what goes into planning a junior formal?
Oh, a lot goes into planning a junior formal, more than people know. Well, during the summer and all throughout freshman and sophomore year, we have been working on finding different things like the centerpieces, what color napkins are going to be, the tablecloths, every little thing that people don't know that goes into it. Right now, we're working on what we'd like our centerpieces to be like, and it's a lot going on.
What ideas do you have for your centerpieces?
Our centerpieces. Well, right now, we're thinking of having a big candle in the middle of our table, and then on each individual plate, we'll have a small candle that'll be lit. Or we have floral bouquets in the middle. We have all different ideas that's going on.
Where's the junior prom going to be held this year?
It's going to be held in the Tides, and actually right now we're looking for our locations for the senior prom.
So you're going to be planning the senior prom sometime soon?
Yes, we have to book that also.
Okay, now I know Spirit Week's coming up soon in November.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on with juniors as far as Spirit Week?
Well, this year the juniors are the Joker, and we have just ordered our T-shirts, and we took sizes from all the homerooms. So everyone will get in their individual T-shirts with their sizes. We didn't do that past year, so everyone just got the same size. And also, we are thinking about having little tattoos that can be put on your face or arm, anywhere you want.
As a fundraiser?
Yes, that's a fundraiser that says Class of 2005 or juniors, or anything we'd like, and we'll use that to hopefully get a Spirit Week.
What are your expectations for the final results for Spirit Week?
Well, last year we placed in second place, so this year we're hoping for first place, and I think we could do it.
So, do you think that the seniors are going to get a little bit mad maybe this year, that they'll try to step it up? Do you think that they're going to beat the juniors?
We hope they get mad at the end because we were going to win. And actually in the past 3 years, we have won Penny Wars. 2 years, excuse me, we have won Penny Wars, so we hope to do that again.
And is there a slogan yet for the juniors?
Our slogan...
I know we're the Joker. Is there a slogan yet?
We're deciding on a couple, but we haven't come up with it just yet.
Are there any new fundraisers coming up this year for the junior class?
This year, we actually have a very good fundraiser coming up. It's called Principal for a Day, and what it is everybody will get little tickets if they like to purchase it, and they'll put into a box, and we will pick it out, and whoever wins that ticket with your name on it will be Principal for a Day. And what that includes is you will be sitting in the principal's desk for a day, and you can call different things over the announcements, such as no homework day, or these 5 people come during your lunch period to my office and we'll have a pizza party. Basically, they're in control of the school for that one day. And they have certain limitations, such as they're not allowed to use the school's money besides a certain amount that we will give them, and they have different things that they can do, but it's going to be a fun day for everybody.
Now, what is the principal going to be doing as the student is the principal for the day?
The principal will take the student spot, and the principal will go around and do the student's homework actually for that day.
So the principal's going to go to all their classes too?
Yes, and he will be responsible for taking his or her test. And it's going to be a fun day. It really will be.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
This is Bianca Vitale, my guest, junior class president, vice president, and I'm Angelica Vitale, and thank you for joining us on HNN.
I'm Brandon Batterstein. Today I'm interviewing Ms. Giordano, the Wayne Hills media specialist, and we're going to be talking about the VIP Club. So what is the VIP Club?
Well, VIP Club actually is VIPS,
VIPS.
which means Volunteers in Public Schools. And the reason I started it is because as a new media specialist, one of my big jobs was to automate the library upstairs. And in doing that, I need to barcode 25,000 books. so I decided I needed some help. I knew there were some great kids here who like to do things because I've advised other clubs. So I decided to start a club for the library, and I decided not to call it a library club because no one would want to join. So if I decided to call it VIPs, which also means very important people, then people might actually be interested.
So you needed extra help, and you got students to volunteer during school, during what time?
Right. As an advisor to other clubs, I knew that there were a lot of conflicts after school because kids are very busy with other clubs and also with sports and also with jobs. So I decided to try a new approach, which was to have students come and help me during their lunch hour once a week or during a study hall. And that has worked out so well that I have so many students that actually we have 273 right now that have signed up to help. And now the problem is logistics of who comes when. So my coordinators are helping me to come up with schedules of who comes what day and what their jobs are, and they have name tags that have been made for them so I know who belongs in the library. It's also access their pass out of the lunchroom, and they have to report up to the library after they eat and work for half an hour to get a half a service credit, which is cumulative, and when they get to 10 service credits, I'll give them a college recommendation.
I've been in the library once this year, and there's this new system on the computer to help find books. It's like a log. What is that?
Okay, it's called Athena, which is named after the Greek goddess, but has nothing to do with her. And it's just a name for a catalog system. It's just like Wayne Public Library, or if you go to a college library. It's much easier for kids to find things because they're used to searching on the internet by keyword, and that's how it works. So I'm doing training of the VIPs so they can help kids, and I'm doing orientation through the English classes of all students, showing them how to use the new catalog system.
Very good. Organization-wise, is there any students that you put in charge?
Oh yeah, actually I have a very, very big helper that started this whole club with me last summer, before school even started this year. Her name is Mira Gendy. She's a 12th grader. And I had spoken to her and asked her if she'd like to get it off the ground with me. We never thought it would get this big, but it did. So she's the overall coordinator. And I don't have like president, vice president, treasurer. It's not your typical club. It's a service organization. We don't, ask for dues and things like that, so we don't need a treasurer. But I have coordinators. I have different coordinators that work under Mira. I have 2 coordinators on the special projects, which is the barcoding job. And their names are Neha Pandy and Lisa George. They're in charge of organizing the kids for that particular job. I have 2 coordinators on Adopt-A-Shelf and Circulation Desk. Kids can work on running the circ desk for me and learning how to put books back on shelves. That's called Adopt-A-Shelf. And those coordinators are Tom Yu and Katie Shanks. I have an overall coordinator for TLCs, which is Tech Library Coordinators. Those kids are the kids that are very techy and know how to troubleshoot problems with computers, which we have all day long up there. So Matt Kurek, who is also a senior, is heading up that. And the last category is PR, which is public relations. And those kids don't work in the library, but for the library. They've done all the advertising. They've also been pulled to help with other things in the building, like Governor McGreevy's visit and Middle States, things that are going on. So they're a big help to the building in general.
All right.
So we have a lot of kids very much involved.
So is it too late to join this year?
Well, what we had to do was to cut it off because we had an overwhelming response, so we did cut it off the end of September to join from your lunch hour. If you have a study hall open that's not during the lunches, I could still use help during those periods, so come and see me.
All right, so
Okay.
you heard her, join VIPs. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alita, and today we're interviewing Tolu, Mike, and Sean about their sense of style. Mike, tell me, how would you define your style?
Well, I would define my style as eclectic. I pick up a little here, a little there, and just pull it into my style, take everything together, just mix it up. I don't really care if it matches, doesn't match. If you like it, you don't like it. If it catches my eye, that's what I wear.
That's good to know. And how would you, Tolu, define your style?
I really don't have a style. I just find what's best for me, like what I feel comfortable in, and that looks good.
And Sean?
Probably just whatever I like at a store, I just buy it, and then usually whatever feel like wearing that morning, I'll just put it on and hope it looks good.
Mike, tell me what stores you like to shop at.
Well, my favorite place to shop at is actually it's very far away from here. It's down in Juarez, the city on the Mexican side of the border with El Paso, which is in Texas. It's a little shop, not much. It's very interesting to shop there because they, instead of being like a store in the United States where they would where they just have all the clothes out on racks, they have the clothes up against the wall and they're all displayed and everything there is handmade and everything is unique. And it's just amazing to go there and look around at the clothes and see how much work, how much artistic creativity is put into each of these clothes. It's very different from the standard clothes that you get here in the United States. And I really like that personal feeling.
So are the clothes shipped to your house?
No, I go there occasionally. I've been there like 2 or 3 times. I travel a lot.
Toby, where do you shop?
I like to stay close, so I shop at Willowbrook and Garden State. Like my favorite stores are like Against the Odds, Epic, Bloomingdale's, like stores like that.
Okay. And Shauna, where do you like to shop?
Usually like Hollister, Abercrombie, a little bit of Bloomingdale's. I don't know, not too much. American Eagle sometimes. I'll walk in there. I don't know. I don't really go too far like some people, but yeah, I just like going shopping.
Mike, what is your favorite thing in your closet so far?
My favorite thing in my closet would have to be, I would say my cowboy hat, because I just love my cowboy hat. I wear it as much as I can. I wish we could wear hats in school, because then I would always be wearing it around. But when I'm at home, I'm driving around town, I'm always wearing my cowboy hat.
Is there something special meaning behind the cowboy hat?
No, it just looks good, like I said before.
And Tolu, what is your favorite thing in your closet?
My favorite thing is my pajamas, because I wear like every day and it feels comfortable and I like this everything.
And Sean?
I don't know, probably a pair of jeans because I don't know, I like wearing jeans, you're comfortable, and I don't know, there's many different styles of like jeans that I like, so that's usually probably my favorite.
Mike, what season do you like dressing for the best?
I like winter best, because then I wear the most clothes, and I think that math is the same as quality, so the more clothes I wear, the better it is.
Tolu, what season do you like dressing for?
Definitely in the summer, because you don't have to wear any clothes usually. I just wear like a white beater and that's it.
Sean?
Probably like the fall, because like it's not too cold, but yeah, it's not like too hot, so you can wear like short sleeves and long sleeves. Like you can have like different like variety of clothes, and like it's not like you don't have to wear the long sleeves all the time. You don't have to wear short sleeves all the time like in the summer. So probably the fall.
Me too. So thank you for coming in, and that wraps up the style of 3 different people.
Hi, this is David, and we're interviewing Kristen Krause, captain of the wrestling team. So how is the new coach?
I've talked to the new coach twice now. He seems good. He's been coaching for over 20 years, over a couple hundred wins under his belt, so looks to be good.
Good. Are all the weight classes filled?
Right now we're looking for upper weights. We got a little bit of a problem with that, but other than that, the weight classes are pretty much filled.
Well, what weight class are you in?
I wrestle 119.
Do you weight train?
Yeah, I lift 5 to 6 days a week.
Are you on any special diet?
No, I eat whatever I want.
How long are practices?
Practices start around 3:30 and end around, this year they're supposed to end around 5:30. And then you could stay longer if you feel like it. You want to work out some more, go over a couple more moves.
How excited are you about being this year's captain?
I'm looking forward to being captain. I used to always look up to the captains when I was a younger underclassman, and now that I'm at the top, I'm looking forward to it.
What are your goals for the final season?
I'm looking to place in districts and county, make it to regions this year, and see where I go from there.
How do you think the team will do this year?
I think the team will do pretty good. We got a lot of younger kids who haven't wrestled varsity yet before, so they're going to need some experience this year, but I think they'll get it.
And that was Kristen Krause, captain of the wrestling team.
I'm Brandon Battersby, and I'm here with Mr. Kehoe, and we're going to talk about the NHS, or National Honor Society. So how long have you been the head of NHS?
Well, my involvement in the National Honor Society started when I was a student in high school. I've also served on the faculty council for several years, and now I'm one of the co-advisors for the last 6 years.
Being the head, how would you say a student can qualify to get into NHS?
Brendan, that's a good question, and there's a popular misconception that National Honor Society is simply based on grade point average. That's one of 4 components that make up membership. The others include beyond scholarship, which is a 3.5 grade point average for the first and second year of high school, or the first, second, and third year of high school. That's the scholarship requirement. There's a service requirement, there's a leadership requirement, and there's a character requirement. So once students qualify in terms of scholarship, they're then invited to apply for membership, and a faculty council will review that application based on those other 3 areas as well.
Who are in charge of seeing which student is capable of being in NHS?
You're referring to the faculty council?
Yeah.
Okay. The faculty council is made up of 5 faculty and/or staff members from the local high school, and this would apply to every high school in the United States. And those are individuals separate and apart from the advisors who objectively evaluate the student's application and evaluate all faculty comments about the student applicants.
All right. And what kind of fundraisers do you do in NHS?
That's also a good question, because the National Honor Society is more than simply an honor society that you would put on your transcript, but it's an active organization. Our primary fundraiser is we sell citrus from Florida. Proceeds from the sale of citrus go to local charities like the Wayne Ambulance Squad, the Wayne Fire Department, the American Cancer Society, March of Dimes. Students are also spending time looking at activities like the Thanksgiving food drive for indigent families in the community. We also, the officers have decided that they will also collect wrapped gifts and toys for children at the holidays. We also are involved in individual service projects throughout the spring through graduation time for the seniors.
What would be the obligations that you would need to do to stay in NHS through the years?
Okay. In order to maintain your membership in good standing, a student has to maintain their 3.5 grade point average, and maintain high character standards, which would include not cutting classes, not cheating on tests, things like that, and show leadership ability and or experience. And they have, for first year members, we have a 9 service credit hour requirement, and for second year members, a 12 service hour requirement. And once a student has met all of those, then they would finish that year in good standing. If they're juniors, they would then have 1 additional year in the National Honor Society. So what you're really looking at is the first 2 years of high school is the benchmark where students would be considered for membership, and then a student can be either a 1-year member if they're inducted as a senior, or a 2-year member if they're inducted as a junior.
Any students you hold high in the National Honor Society, personally?
I think each of the members who are inducted, once they're inducted, I think they know and their families know that they have met all 4 of those standards. And each of those students brings something else to the Honor Society, whether they're ultimately going to be the president of the Honor Society or they're going to be an active member. All of those students are recognized as not only student leaders, but as individuals who have bright futures based on fulfilling those 4 requirements of scholarship, leadership, character, and service.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Kehoe, and I'm Brandon Battersby. Thank you for tuning in.